Hey everybody, this is the website Trello that I thought your team might be interested in using to help you with project management. The reason I suggested this is to help everyone know what you're supposed to be working on when and who's responsible for which things when they're due, and it shows exactly where everyone is in progress. There are a couple different websites that all do project management, and so I went to a few people that are graduates of Alito who work in different industries and asked them what they've used to see what would be helpful for you to learn. And Trello was one of the ones that two different graduates recommended. I'm going to see if we can set up a time for one of those graduates to talk with you a little bit about how she's used it and a little bit more about project management in the real world so you can use that for your Connect Award. So this is a board that I set up to help me get organized for our Alito meet. So the left side here you can see says to do. Those are things that I haven't started yet. They have due dates, and you can see since today is January 8th that both of those are red because they're both late. This column, doing, shows things that I have started on but have not completed. And those are also both red because they're late. And then the done column shows things that I have completed, or in this case, this is Mr. Bruton, he's completed. They still had due dates that are showing red, but since they're done, I'm not going to worry about that. So the way you can set these up is you can create something new here. So I'm going to add a card here. And something else that I need to do for the qualifier is to make signs for the visiting teams in the pit area. Now, once you've made a new card, you can also assign it to a certain person. So let's say, for example, I wanted Mr. Bruton to do that. I could assign it to Mr. Bruton. And then you can also assign a due date. So we'll say for the pit area, we don't need to do that until right before our tournament. And sometimes the teams change. So I'm going to assign that to the 21st, right before the tournament. This reminder actually comes out by email. Okay, and then I'm just going to click save, and now it's here. Now, if there was something that you're about to work on or that needs to be moved, so let's say I'm going to work on the t-shirts today, I can move that into the doing column. And then when something's completed, we can move it from the doing column to the done column. So this one, Mr. C worked on, and unfortunately they were on vacation, so they haven't gotten back to us yet, but let's just say they did. I can move it over into the done column. Okay, so one last thing. If you want to make your own board, you can make a new one here. You just click on boards, and this is what it would look like when you start. I looked at the templates, but those were really complex, so I decided not to use a template. So I just created a new board. I do have a limited number because I have a free account. So some of these I may go back and delete once I'm done with them, so I can keep using my free ones. You can use a photo background or just an image background. Create your title here, and then you're ready to go. So here's a new one I started the other day as an example. And let's say, for example, you want to make a new card. So you just click on this list here. This is the way I made these. Doing, and done. I just created new list and gave it a title. So I could call this one future for things I just want to work on later this year. And then you just add a card. So maybe later this year, I want to look at getting new furniture for our robotics room. And then same thing as what I showed you before. You just add a due date. You can add people you're assigning it to or whatever. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you here. I do think they have a mobile app as well. I haven't downloaded it on my phone yet, but I was planning on looking into that soon. I would give it a try. I think, oh, and lastly, let me show you one other thing. You can also filter by who's assigned which one. So I can look at cards that are just assigned to me. So these are all that are the ones that had no particular individual. So they're really assigned to everybody. And they're all hidden now. These were the ones that were specifically assigned just to me. I can filter by due dates, so the overdue. There were a lot of those. And I need to unselect assigned to me. There we go. So here's all the ones that were overdue. There's a lot of them, I know. There's a lot of work getting ready for this tournament. I can sort by color. Unfortunately, I haven't used the colors yet, but you can use colors to label different types of things. So like if you wanted to label all yours that had to do with the portfolio by a certain color, you could do that. You just click edit labels, add a label. So maybe all the portfolios are green or all the portfolios are blue. You could make all of the things to do with engineering a certain color, and then it's super convenient because then you can just sort by that color. So, like I said, I think you guys should give it a try and just see if you like it, if it helps you, and it'll be something fun you can talk about in your interview session. I think the judges will love it because it's very real world and very useful for you later in life. Okay, thanks.